Welcome to the Women in Leadership Body, Mind, Soul, and Business podcast. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Heather. Together, we are working to connect women in leadership and business to build relationships and empower each other, improving the health and wellness of the community, body, mind, and soul, sharing the heart and soul of who we are and what we do.
Today's special guest is a certified air quality specialist. She helps people with allergies, asthma, and other upper respiratory issues by removing from their indoor space the irritants like dust, mold, mildew, etc. that trigger the symptoms without the use of chemicals, which I think is really important. I'd like to welcome back to the table virtual franchise owner for Healthy Home Essentials, the amazing and beautiful Mink. Welcome back, Mink.
Well, thank you so much. I'm really grateful to be here again with you. I enjoyed the last time. I think we had a lot of laughs, even with technology mess ups. But I really enjoyed myself. So I'm glad to be back.
Yes. Oh, and working through those technology problems has been a growth thing for us, and we learn every step along the way, and we fail forward, and we just keep moving forward. So, we are just so blessed to have you here.
And we've worked so hard on that mindset piece around technology. It doesn't feel like failing anymore. Like, oh, okay, I'll just keep going. It will work eventually.
Yeah.
And
I think no matter how much you know it, it will do its thing. So it's just rolling with it, and
and you just keep going. So Mink, just a brief recap about your business and what it is you do, and then we want to hear about what's been on your heart lately.
Well, I like to start with the reason I started the business, because if it wasn't for that, I would probably have never known about it. I suffered from allergies for a very long time. They started as seasonal allergies, and every year they progressed to all-year allergies. I developed polyps. I developed, sinuses. I developed nasal polyps. And I was looking for something to help me instead of being on medication for a long time. Especially, I was working corporate, and the medication that I was prescribed, they left me with brain fog. I mean, I was tired all the time, and so I was looking for a way to really heal myself, and completely, not suffer from allergies or asthma anymore. And so I was very fortunate to run into this technology. And, I used it and it helped me. I had not slept for probably 3 years. I had not slept for more than 2 hours. And that's why I was always tired. And using this technology, because of the way it works, I was actually able to sleep. I was able to breathe. I was able to even like the way I woke up with my eyes swollen, with my my voice hoarse or anything like that. That was because I'm in sales and I love talking, and when you can't talk, you don't have any business. So that's how I got started. And when I saw the way it helped me, I was like, there's so many people who are suffering, and I literally had to give up my career and start helping people with the same issues that I had, because I could talk into it.
Isn't that wonderful when you find something that just changes your life and puts you on a whole different trajectory that you maybe would have never thought about before?
Exactly. It's so funny because now I can see somebody and I know exactly how they're feeling, because it's on their face, and because I've been there, I can see it, and I can, hopefully, I'm doing my best to help, them alleviate that.
Right. And it's serendipitous that we're talking with you today, because yesterday morning I woke up with allergies, like stuffy nose, my sinuses are stuffed. The pollen here in the Pacific Northwest right now is kind of ridiculous. And these allergies have been kicking my butt for 2 days. So being able to talk with you and be like, oh yeah, there are other solutions to this problem I'm having, without having to take
I like
medication.
to like, because I should put that down. In case you weren't watching and you're listening, I had a pencil in my hand and I will probably stab myself if I don't put it down. Side note, hippopotamus. Okay. Right now, because of the rain factor too, because like April showers bring May flowers, like we always say that, but it's so true. Like the storms that we get in April, just like cleansing, and then like the molds start kicking up, like the moisture content of the ground, so that all of our plants can grow and things, like the whole process of spring doesn't help anyone feel better at all, like,
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's so funny. Well, it's so funny when you say that, because last week I posted on my Facebook group, it's that time again. It's like for allergies, because every person I was talking to, that's what they were talking about. And I remember going, like going outside and seeing all this pollen, I mean, not, all on all the cars, because all the cars in Georgia are green now. And I was like, wow, it's that time again. So I just wrote something funny on that. So on Facebook.
That's really awesome.
But
that is really
So
awesome.
you have a private group that people can join and learn more about what you're doing.
mhm,
But let's talk about
yes,
what's really been on your heart lately. And I'm really excited about this. And
Yeah,
yeah,
but
go.
there's,
yeah.
I think,
Okay, basically, through studies and just doing surveys and everything like that,
mhm,
I have come to learn that a lot of kids, anywhere from maybe even newborns now, all the way to 13, that number is growing so much, with allergies and asthma. And it has become one of the biggest things for kids to be absent in school, because, they have to be sent home. And it's so unfortunate, because they're starting with medication when they're so young. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, what happens is, when you start one medication, it has side effects, it affects something else, and you have to take medication for that, and then another side effect. And that's, I believe that's why we are seeing, even with food allergies and all those kinds of things, they are all working together and breaking down the body. And so so I want to reach as many parents as possible to see what they can do in the home, as the kid, as they're taking medication, removing the triggers. Because if you're taking medication and going back to the place where the triggers are, you're never going to heal your body.
mhm.
But if you remove the triggers, then your body begins to heal, and then you'll be able to to live a normal life.
I love that, because that's metaphorically just awesome. If you remove the triggers from your environment,
Right.
then you can, continue to live a better life. That just gave me goosebumps, because it, you know, um, it's not, it's about more than just air quality and a clean environment. I think, yeah. Wow.
So my son had really horrible asthma.
Mhm.
And it was scary. Like I didn't know so much, and I wish I had known you, because the journey to the like the end result of him feeling better would have been much faster, right? Like I would have been like, I can call Mink, she's got me. Like we have this, we're having this reaction, I know exactly who to call, and I'm so glad that I know you now. But that journey by myself was super scary,
Mhm.
right? Because you feel like here's your kid, it doesn't feel good, you feel really bad as a mom, because you're like, how can I prevent this, like what can I do to help them? And then the doctor gives you like a whole list of things you have to do to your house, then the doctor gives you a whole heap of medications, and then your kid doesn't feel good because of the medications, and you're like, is everything working? Like that snowball effect, like it's a whole thing. And then when they get old enough and they're like, I don't want to take the medication anymore. Like that's a whole nother conversation. Like there's a whole host of things that come with and stressors
Yeah.
that come with this. So,
Yeah.
and improving that quality of life, like if they can breathe better, they can communicate better, they're going to learn better, they're going to have more fun, they're going to
Right. And
like,
and we can't send our kids to school with allergies, right? The runny nose, sinus,
Right.
especially now.
especially
The
now.
coughing and sneezing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID,
And I
it
can tell you,
wasn't a big deal, but
yeah.
now it's a big deal, and you can't send your kids to school. So then they miss school, which means you miss work or whatever the case may
Mhm.
be. Somebody's got to take care of the kids.
Yeah. And going
Um,
back to what Heather said, I have so many moms that have sleepless nights because their kids can't breathe at night, and you have to be able to hear them breathing, so that if you have to give them a nebulizer or whatever, so their kids are not sleeping and the parents are not sleeping, and so it becomes a really big cycle, because that's one of the things that I am talking to
I'm gonna
parents.
link a couple of episodes where we talked about the importance of sleep from a couple different angles. We've talked about it a lot on the show, like how
Mhm.
important sleep
Mhm.
is. So I'm gonna link that. And I already wrote it down. I was like, ooh, brain fog, ooh, sleep. Like these are things we talk about. Like
I
these are
know.
different
Yeah.
ways that, things that could be affecting you. You don't know. There is not one answer to every problem.
no.
Mhm. And the thing is, the body heals itself when you're sleeping, when you have deep sleep. And if you're
Mhm.
waking every 2 hours, you are not getting into that. And
Right.
so when your body rests, because that's how I was able to, when I started sleeping 8 hours deep sleep, like literally my immune system kicked in, so that even today I might go out maybe like when the allergies start, and I'll sniff and cough, but I don't get it because my immune system is stronger. And and that's how you're able to heal your body, and it's able to fight everything else that is coming against it.
Wow.
Yeah. So sleep is very, very important. That deep sleep, to heal the body, because the body knows how to heal itself. It just needs the right things. And when you have a fog, when you have when you're so medicated that it's not deep sleep, it's just putting you in a coma. So
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I think this goes really well with our sutra topic this week is Dvesa, or clinging to past suffering, because we don't need to cling to our past allergy suffering anymore,
Right.
because we can clear our environment of many of those factors.
I mean, it was really common when I was a teenager that my grandma would give me allergy meds. Oh, you have a sore throat. Oh, it's just allergies. Here you go. Here's your allergy meds. Take these at lunch, and out the door.
Right.
It was like, oh, just take some medicine. There was no thinking about, well, maybe I need to clear the dust from my room, or maybe, it's the pollen coming off the tree. There was no thought process to that. It was just like, take this medicine.
Yeah, and I can tell, one of the biggest studies, with CDC and the Air Protection Agency, um, in the 70s, when the oil embargo happened,
Mhm.
the buildings were built differently. So they were so sealed to conserve energy that no air comes in or out. So whatever is in the house is actually circulating, and that's what you're breathing. So it's going through your air and heating systems back to the house, going back to the air. And so if you don't clean that, you're breathing the same air. If this house is 30 years old, that's what you're breathing, the same air, and whatever else is coming into it. Things that we can see, like mold, like all the things that we use in the home, things we clean with. I mean, if you read all the ingredients there, they're scary, and you're breathing that because it's in the home. It doesn't go anywhere. And so, so just being mindful of taking those things out of the home starts cleaning. You know, I look at even things that even we ladies use, our you know, makeup or nail polish. All those things are fumes. You know, the carpet. You know, because most people remove carpet and they put hardwood floors, but those hardwood floors are actually, you know, the glue that they use is a chemical, and it stays in the home. So those are all the what they call VOCs, the volatile organic matters that people breathe in.
Right. And the
so
same kind of chemicals are in paint.
in
and things
paint,
like that.
exactly. You know, so
Mhm.
there's so many things in the home that, you know, we can eliminate. And then once you clean the air, then, you know, the home starts working with you, because everything in life works together, you know.
Right.
Right.
You know,
Because
your
life
home is
happens
clean.
for you.
y- Exactly, life happens for you. So, so I just love to, you know, when I work with clients, I tell them, you know, go look at the things that you're cleaning with,
Uh-huh.
in your bathroom, in the kitchen, and just read the ingredients and look up whatever you can pronounce, look it up.
Some
see
scary
see
stuff
what is in it.
sometimes.
It is very
And if you
scary.
can't
then
pronounce anything on that label, you should probably
exactly,
not use it.
you should
Just say
not use it. Exactly. And there are natural things that you can use to,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
to, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, looking and, you know, kind of doing a little research. There's so
Does
many natural things you can use to clean instead of all those chemicals.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I love
yeah.
like using like lemons and vinegars and
I
things.
use vinegar.
Yeah,
Mhm.
all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, I use
Does the
vinegar too.
company you work with or one of the does it do they sell like natural cleaning products or
Actually, we don't sell cleaning products. What we do is we have we call it living water. And what it does, it you know, it cleans the water, you know, purifies the water and ionizes it. So it actually splits the water, so that, you know, the alkaline water is for drinking, cooking, doing all those good things. The acidic water you use for cleaning. So I don't use chemicals in my home. That's what I use to clean absolutely everything.
do you have the machines that do that in our homes? Is that
Yes.
what
So
you
it's a
I didn't
machine
know
that you
that.
put, you know, that
Like I didn't know that you did that.
'cause
That's
you
cool
you
stuff.
ju-
I
Like,
love
I
you
knew
those
it
you
was
ju-
like a
we
machines.
yeah
machine.
yeah we talked about the air, and we talk about the air because it's really the most important, the air, because you can only live without it for 3 minutes. so that's important.
We can live a little longer without clean water, I suppose.
Just a little
right?
bit.
Yeah,
Just a little
but
3
bit.
days.
yeah, a few days.
3 minutes,
Yeah,
3
so
days.
we have a whole line, you know, and that's one of the reasons I chose this company, is because they have a whole line of things, not just one thing. You know, so we have the air, we have the water, you know, the basics of life, and then we have nutrition. Those are the basics of life to be healthy and to live well. And then, you know, we have another technology that you actually, you know, attach it to your washing machine, that you never have to use laundry detergents like
Huh.
that.
What?
It actually cleans the laundry better and whites, and you can put all your clothes together and wash them.
We're giving
And
her information to Tracy.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my
and
gosh.
the beauty part of it, you know, like the way you leave your clothes in the wash, and 2 days later you can't even go in there.
Right.
That's
It
all
smells
that's
the
all
mold and
bacteria.
yeah.
That is all
Right.
bacteria. And
Oh.
with this machine, you can actually leave it there for a week. Your clothes will dry and no smell whatsoever. And so
Because
you remove all the laundry detergents, all the stuff that you use, the what you call the thing that you put in the dryer, like
Oh,
dryer
dryer
sheet.
sheets or
the dryer.
The
I
fabric
don't even know
softener.
them anymore.
Because you're like, I don't use this. These aren't my things.
Those-
Like,
those
who doesn't
things.
want to have to worry about buying laundry soap
Mm.
and dryer
Yeah.
sheets and fabric? Like, okay, just that
I
the
know.
shopping factor of annoyance of
Yeah.
having to remember. Oh,
Exactly.
I'm out
And
again.
landfills on top of that. And
Right.
and so you dry
I'm
your
not even
they come
talking
out
about
cleaner. Yeah, and then your clothes actually last longer because you know that lint, you never have to do that again because your clothes are not shedding.
Oh, that's
What?
really
And so you,
interesting. I've never heard of that
yeah,
before.
So
so
you
it's
don't really
actually
have lint
if
in
you
your dryer?
because
So
it's
that's
not
a
shedding
fire
anything.
hazard, right? Because the like lint
It
in your house,
is.
like it's scary. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 90% of my dryer lint is dog hair. I'm
well,
just
I mean,
saying.
that's different, right? Like, we're probably still gonna
Yeah,
have the dog
but
hair.
yeah, and then basically actually that's what they use in the major hotels
Mhm.
and big hospitals. Can you imagine? Because if you go to a like a nice hotel, you see how white their sheets are, how
Mhm.
their towels are so nice and soft. They use that technology.
What?
Because you can imagine how much, let's say like a Marriott using laundry detergent to wash their
I kind of feel a
their
little gypped I mean, I make my laundry detergent out of other stuff, but I feel a little gypped now because not only do I spend money on these like cleaning products,
Mhm. And not one, you use a lot.
Right.
You have one for this and one
but
for this and one for that.
we know that over time those chemicals break down
They-
different parts of the machinery, so I'm actually wearing out my washing machine faster. And with this technology,
Mhm.
not only does my stuff come out cleaner and fluffier, but I don't have to spend all that money on laundry detergent anymore. Like who
And
And then
the
there's
best
that
part,
other
the best
piece.
part,
I was gonna say, then there's the other piece where your
no, so
skin's not irritated by the laundry soap.
exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Because I used to have a very itchy skin. I mean, I used to itch a lot because of all the chemicals and everything.
Mhm.
My skin doesn't itch anymore. And then the best part is it doesn't use hot water.
Mm.
So you're
What?
saving on electricity. It uses cold water.
These are like
What?
awesome secrets that I think I needed to know.
I know.
Thank you.
And
You've
so,
blown my mind today.
yeah. So
I'm like,
and this all
what?
comes together with allergies as well, because if all this because when you think about they actually did a study. They were on actually, so it's a CB one of the networks.
Mhm.
They wanted to see how it works, and
Uh-huh.
so they collected like baseball players
Mhm.
uniform,
Nice.
and
Nice and dirty and nasty,
and they
smelly,
put
gross.
one of the major detergents and the laundry pure, and when they cleaned it, obviously the laundry pure came out whiter.
Mhm.
And then what they did was they took that and took the clothes to the lab to see if they have any bacteria. And the bacteria on the detergent was still there, and the laundry wasn't there. So
Wow. Like,
yeah, so there's a lot of
how come this technology isn't more well known? I mean,
uh
The soap companies want to make money.
yeah.
I mean, let's just call a spade a spade.
it's marketing.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say anything. Yeah,
Wow.
what I say is everything we need for life is here. You just have to look for it
Oh my
and
gosh.
We
to
needed you
listen
today.
We
and to
did.
listen. Yeah, so everything we need for life it's available. But there's so much noise out, and when you listen to the noise, obviously that's what you get. But you know there is a place to find everything we need.
Yeah.
There's clarity in the stillness.
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Mink, this has been so amazing talking with you. I am blown away. We have learned so much from you today. We truly appreciate you so much.
Our quote
Thank
for
you
the
for
day
having
or
me.
the week is "Clinging to the Past That Doesn't Let Me Choose" by Sarah McLachlan. We don't need to cling to the past sufferings of allergies. Like, check it out.
Right? all the think about everything your body touches throughout the day. The things in the air, the things that you use to clean.
I hadn't
Our
even
personal
thought
care
about like the
products.
house holding the ventilation in your house holding that. I was thinking about like the building that I live in. It has forced air. And I was thinking like how many years of nasty are in I'm like, I want to move so bad, so much more now.
Be like, I just want-
You
I want my
you don't
own
need to move.
space.
You don't need to move. So for that.
So this is
And one of the things that, especially for people who are, going outside, obviously we have to go out with pollen. I have this little gadget, and that actually protects me when I go out.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, so that's a personal air purifier. So you wear it. I usually, when I bought it, first obviously I bought it because I was traveling a lot, like how you get everything when you're on the plane. So I
Yeah.
bought it for that, because I didn't want to get anything that was going on the plane. But now it's very, very, instead of a mask, that's what I did. So
That's
Oh.
fantastic.
that's what I wear when I go out, when I go to meetings and stuff like that. So
And you're actually making
like
the air better wherever you're going then too. Like,
everywhere I go, I bring
mean,
good air.
you are.
You bring it there.
I mean, you're already shedding so much light and joy just being yourself, and then you're physically cleaning the air around you. You're amazing.
I go to meetings, they call me the air lady. So
I love it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
excited
So
for
much.
that. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you again, Mink.
Yeah.
And thank you to our audience for listening and watching and being a part of our community. Thank you for joining the table with us today.
Our cause of the quarter
This
this
is
quarter
perfect.
is the Boogie Bin. The Boogie Bin is a local nonprofit. They have bins or barrels around at different locations throughout the area. And what they do is they collect gently used pet things, beds, leashes, collars, harnesses, you name it. And they make sure everything's
Collected, delivered,
Yep.
and repeated.
collect, deliver, repeat. And they donate to other local shelters and things like that. But then also, just last month, they collected the donations and sent a whole bunch of stuff over to the Ukraine to help with what's going on over there. So
Wow.
support your furry friends in a way that is super easy, and it declutters your house by getting rid of all that extra pet stuff.
Great for spring. I love it. And the
Spring.
Dogs and
Is
Podcast.
this
thank you.
nationwide? Is
It's
this nationwide?
It is a local group. We
Okay.
encourage people to look at their local pet shelters and see what might be need. But if you are
Okay.
led to like do something like this, like to start something like that, she is going to be on the podcast, and she'd be happy to give resources and share ideas. But she's one
Oh, that's
person, and
great.
she's got it as big as she can handle it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
She's
it's pretty
like,
exciting.
I'm not
What a-
gonna
what a
expand
great
any
idea.
bigger. Isn't it a great idea? And then she's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to expand it too much in my own, like in our area, and have it go nationwide. She's like, but I will help somebody who wants to start something similar in their own area.
Okay.
She's
That's
not
great. Yeah.
attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. I hear
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. So we are really excited to be supporting them this quarter, and all of their information are in the comments or the links below. And yeah,
Thank
We
you
can't wait
so,
for it.
so much for this amazing conversation.
Thank you. Thank you.
We can protect our families and our community and our children
a little bit.
a little bit better after talking with you. Thank you so much, Monica.
I hope so. And I wish I wish you all, healthy day and healthy healing. And, I pray those allergies to be gone. So
Absolutely. Again,
Yes.
thank you all for tuning in and joining us at the table. We love you. Namaste.
Namaste.
thank you.